Katie Evans, lead agent and owner of the Living 48 real estate team, and I am so glad to have you back for another one of our market updates. We just reviewed the numbers the other day, what happened in July, what were we expecting to happen in August, and I'm here to review those numbers with you today. So thanks for joining us, and let's just jump right in. We're going to talk about some of our factoids from the last month and kind of see how they compare, okay? All right, so we are looking at, as we are coming into the month of August, a supply of 0.8 months. Now, that number's in green this time. Don't get too excited. We went up from 0.7 last month to 0.8 this month. So, yeah, inventory's coming up a little bit. Same thing with supply and inventory. Both those numbers are going up a little bit, but again, don't get too excited. Those just went up a hair. And actually that's kind of in line with our normal seasonality, and we'll talk about that in just a minute as well. Active days on market holding steady at 48 days. That means from when we start the count to when we end the count, 48 days. And our close days on market is 28 days. That number has gone up, but again, just a smidgen, nothing to be excited about. We'll talk about that again in a minute. All right, jumping over to this side, let's talk about what our prices and stuff are doing. Again, we're looking at a lot of normal seasonality happening here. So our active price per square foot, it dropped a little bit, not by a ton, but a little bit, $307.18 a square foot. Our sold price per square foot. So these are the numbers I want you to hone in on here just a little bit. That dropped a little bit as well to $250.51 a square foot. Now, when we're talking about these numbers, all of these numbers really, I just want you guys to remember we're looking at the whole state. We're looking at all the neighborhoods. We're looking at everything that's in the MLS. So this may not be exactly your neighborhood. If you guys want to talk about your neighborhood, your home, then we need to dig into those numbers a little bit deeper. Happy to do it. I'd love to do it with you, as a matter of fact. But when we're looking at these, I want you to know that, and just remember that we're looking at the whole entire state. Average sold price, $498,307, and our median sold price went up a little bit to $402. All right, so those are all in the last 30 days. Okay, jumping down here. Average sold in the last 12 months, $456,828, and our median sold over the last 12 months, $355,000. Appreciation over the last 12 months continues to go up 24.3%, and in the last 30 days we had just a slight decrease at 30.5%. So anyway, just wanted to let you know that's kind of what's happening in the market right now. Again, that's not a sad appreciation number, guys. That's like crazy, 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 crazy hot. So we're actually going to be expecting to watch those appreciation numbers start to drop just a bit. Now, I don't want you to panic. And here's what I'm telling you. I don't want you to panic. Guys, our normal healthy appreciation range is not supposed to be this high. This is not sustainable. This is not healthy. We want to see this number slow down, all right? So we are expecting this number to slow down. And so as we were discussing these numbers, as we were talking about what we felt in the marketplace as agents over this last month, what we all sort of unanimously agreed in the room was that it's like, okay, you know, you're speeding down the highway, 80 miles an hour, maybe that's what I go, neither confirm nor deny, but you're speeding down the highway and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, and you like tap the brake to take yourself out of cruise control, okay? So you tap the brake to take yourself out of cruise control. That's kind of what we think is happening right now. Everybody's been speeding along for so long and everybody's like, wow, this is crazy. And so the market did a brake tap, okay? Totally to be expected. Now, a little bit of brake check. Let's talk some additional numbers that will kind of help you understand this a little bit right now, okay? So our actives for coming into August, all right, rose slightly, 10,703 properties, so just up about almost 350 from July's active numbers. But, big fat but this extends a 10-year low for monthly starting actives for the 8th straight month, okay? July's start is down 20% year over year, and it's down 41% from 2019, all right? So, So even though our actives went up just a titch, they're down year over year and down multiple years now, okay? Because last year is kind of an anomaly. We don't want to put too much stock in that. So we're heading back to 2019 just to get kind of a solid number. Okay, supply issues. So here's what we want to say about supply issues. All right, 10,349 new units hit the market in July. That's up 7% month over month. And this is the highest July in 10 years. Again, we're still down year over year over year, okay? So, is there a supply issue? Well, every Thursday I'm seeing new supply hit the market. So, there is supply out there. There are houses being sold. The problem here is the supply that's hitting the market is not enough to satisfy demand. All right, not enough to satisfy demand. So what we are seeing, why I think we're feeling this brake check, okay, is that buyers for the last, since COVID, really, so year and a half, have been like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my God. We've been in this feeding frenzy. We've been in this feeding frenzy. And the buyers are like, oh, this is retarded. This is ridiculous. I don't want to do this anymore. And so we're seeing buyer fatigue. We're seeing, I don't want to buy at the height of the market. Unless the house is absolutely perfect, I don't think I want to buy it. And I certainly don't want to pay more than what I think it's worth. So the buyer is having a little, so the demand side of this equation is having a little bit of pause for just a minute. It's summertime, normal seasonality, totally to be expected. We're taking our last vacations, getting ready, the kids go back to school. All of that is normal for this month. So we did a little natural brake check, okay? Now, next month, once the kids are back in school, once they have a little bit more time to breathe, we're not seeing the dramatic drop that we typically see. So, strong market, you guys, we're still in a ridiculous seller's market. It's not going to change. And there is nothing on the horizon, that shows that the housing market is not only going to like slam on its brakes, but we're certainly not going to throw the car in reverse. Okay, so a little bit of slowing right here, a little bit of slowing is actually really, really healthy. We need a little bit of a reset. These buyers need a little bit of a reprieve. So it is coming. Now, everybody, I know you guys have been paying attention and everybody get a lot of questions about, well, what about, where are the foreclosures? You know, with all of the moratoriums and the renters not paying their rent, what's happening over there? Are we going to get more inventory in the market from there? So we've been watching those numbers for the last several months. Let me tell you the last one. So CCBS, that little code means contingent on the buyer's sell. So contract accepted, contingent on the buyer's sell. Okay, that rose to 317. That means 317 houses that went under contract last month, they had a house to sell. Okay, so it's still a little bit challenging to go in as a contingent buyer. FIRPTA, this is the foreign investors. Those sales dipped to 108. Distressed properties were at 32, entire MLS, 32 properties, and that's from 40 the previous month. And pre-foreclosure houses, pre-foreclosure homes that went under contract, it's the only ones we can look at. 5, a whole whopping 5. Guys, we're not seeing a distressed property market coming. It's not ramping up. There's nothing happening. In fact, those numbers keep dropping. So just want you guys to know that. Now let's talk about what's happening with pricing and sales and as the buyer and the seller, what you can still expect. Okay, so we talked about a little bit of a brake check, right? So what that means is, you know, maybe instead of getting 50 offers on your house last month, you got like 10. Okay, maybe it just felt a little bit different to us realtors because we're in it. But the reality is that across Maricopa County last month, 60% of the homes that sold closed above list price. For whatever reason, for whatever amount, okay? Listings that are from about the 250,000 to about the 500,000 range are seeing 70% up to 400 at 53% closing over list with medians. Okay, so 70% of them and 50% of them are closing over list with medians of $15,000 to $17,000 over list price. So if you're thinking about purchasing somewhere in that 250 to 500 range, you're probably, in order to be competitive, going to need to have some extra money to either put down so that you don't, so we don't have an appraisal issue, or to say, hey, whatever the appraisal is, I'll come in a little bit higher. Okay, because right now those are closing 15 to 17,000 above the list price. Now, the maximum, just to put this in perspective, somebody was so eager to have a house that they paid $125,100 over what the list price was. So either a property was extremely, extremely undervalued, or somebody was extremely, extremely eager to have that house, maybe even both. All right, you guys, so just wanted to let you know, if you are looking at the FHA properties, so those, if you want to go in with an FHA loan, your loan limit is $368,000, I believe. And right now, active in the market as of just a couple of days, there were only 101 FHA eligible properties. There were 524 FHA eligible properties that closed in July. And so if you're looking in those price points, guys, it's 0.2 months worth of supply. So still very, very slim pickings. All right. Okay. You guys, if you would like to talk about the areas that you specifically are interested, if you want to talk about where the new build construction is happening, if you want to talk about listing your home for sale and getting the maximum price out of it, I would love to chat with you. Guys, there's a lot of strategies right now. We are getting it done for our clients. So while I'm reading you challenging numbers, we're still getting it done out there in the marketplace. But it takes a really good agent, and it takes some really good systems and strategies. So love to chat with you. Love to help you figure out how we can make your real estate dreams reality for you. And timelines. Never too early to talk. So give us a holler. You can reach me directly at 480-415-1341. Or if you just want some resources or to learn a bunch of information about me and my team, please feel free to head over to our website at www.living48realestate. Yes, living48realestate.com. And we have all kinds of stuff over there. All these videos, blogs, want to find out just a free estimation of what your house would sell for in the market. If you want to search for properties, it's all right there for you at the website. So www.living48realestate.com. Thanks you guys for watching this video. Thanks for hanging with me through all my bloopers, and we'll catch on our next market update. Have a great one. Bye.